Listen, in case you're new to these parts, I don't mind being wrong. I really don't. Really? I prefer to be right, okay? I prefer to be accurate. I'll give you what I feel in my gut, my heart, my mind, and my soul, and my experiences. I'll put it all together. Am I right all the time? No. But I know now that we're on this platform, Disney Plus, ESPN, the app, ESPN Radio, I know there's more eyes on us in Bristol, Connecticut than ever before.
For sure.
We used to do stuff over the last 10 years. You'd let me know, hey, this show from ESPN wants this.
Sure, of course.
We said yes every time, right?
All the time.
Because we're, number one, that's my DNA's from there. And number two, just spell our name right. That's all we care about.
Absolutely.
Right? You know what I mean?
I've heard you say it.
Right. But now I know we got more eyeballs on us. So obviously I'd like to be right. And I also don't know what I'm saying here would create such a buzz sometimes. I'm just being myself. So when I said last week after Joe Burrow went down with that toe injury that was going to keep him out for 3 months, I remember Jake Browning when he took over for 7 games and Joe Burrow being 4-3. Jordan Palmer, one of our quarterback whisperers, saying, hey, I've worked with Jake Browning. The guy threw for a gazillion touchdowns in college and high school. He's one of the best that I've been around who's not a starting quarterback because he hasn't really had his opportunities. Just you watch. And sure enough, he went 4-3. So I'm sitting here thinking, I saw that then. He also tossed a couple interceptions when he took over for, or 3 interceptions, right? In that game when he took over for Burrow. Yeah. He's slinging it around. But Jamar Chase still got his.
Mm-hmm.
So I came out and I'm like, the season's not over. Right?
Yeah, you were pretty adamant.
The season's not over.
Season is not over.
Jim Morris Sr. once said that famously. Yada, yada, yada. The season was eventually over for the Saints. But Jake Browning, I know, I even texted you over the weekend, Chris, I'll admit. I'm like, my Jake Browning take that got picked up by a handful of shows and a handful of ESPN-related social sites. And we had Marcus Spears on Friday, and I brought it up to him. He goes, he was very nice. He basically said, kind of don't agree with your opinion there, but I see it. Well, Jake didn't back my play.
Yeah, he did not. Rich. Brockman and I had to text him something about it, too.
Jake did not back my play. 140 pass yards, a passing touchdown, 2 interceptions, a passer rating of 63.8. Threw a pick 6, damn near right off the bat. Career lows in passing yards, attempts, passing yards per attempt, passer rating. Jamar Chase just 5 for 50, but he did fumble once. A lot of everyone else was fumbling. It was a team effort.
A lot of fumbles.
That Isaiah Rodgers for the Vikings, man.
Man, that was one of the sickest plays I've ever seen.
Isaiah Rodgers had a pick 6. He had a fumble return for a touchdown, and he created a fumble as well. He won Defensive Player of the Week for the NFC before halftime. Man. And, I'm sorry to whoever is playing defense for the Lions tonight. The bar is set for you to knock this guy out of the clubhouse for Defensive Player of the Week in the NFC. And so it all backed up the play of their backup quarterback and Carson Wentz. And the weekend of the backup quarterback, man, 5 of them started. 3 of them won. Carson Wentz became the first quarterback to start for 6 different teams in a 6-year span. And somewhere Josh Johnson saying, wait a minute, I didn't do that. Right? He did it? I didn't do that. You know what I mean? If anybody has a record for starting for a whole bunch of teams in many different years, it's got to be me, right? And yada, yada, yada. The Vikings are now 2-1, and they look great. And the Bengals are now 2-1, and they did not look great at all. And I'll just say this on this front, just to finish it up, okay? It's still a long way to go, okay? And I'll even say this. Jake Browning may wind up starting 0-2 because their next game, if you got the Bengals schedule, oh, boy. Here come the Denver Broncos. You want to talk about a team with some bad taste in their mouths. They lose on a leverage penalty in Indianapolis in week 2. Had that one wrapped up. and they lose against the Chargers when they had that game essentially wrapped up just up the road from us yesterday. They are 1-2, and they are bitter, and they are hosting Jake Browning on Monday Night Football next week. And then they got Detroit and Green Bay next, and then Pittsburgh. Oh, boy. And Pittsburgh just turned the Vikings into their own, the Patriots into their own personal turnover. So it's not looking good off the start. We're marathoning. And just in case anybody out there at ESPN is wondering, not even close to my worst take ever. Not even close. I mean, the clubhouse leader in that one was during COVID when the Heat almost won the championship in the bubble. Remember that? Yeah. And I'm like, why would they break up their team for Giannis if Giannis is available? Don't trade for Giannis are 4 words that live in, if they still echo in this studio.
To be honest, they should.
Didn't you make that your fantasy team?
Yeah.
Don't trade for Giannis. By the way, I won our fantasy league with Don't Trade for Giannis. Very proud of that.
Well, that was the universe trying to give you some good faith because you messed up so bad on the call.
So this is not, and I'm going to keep firing away. I don't care. Don't care.
We tried to warn you against both of those.
No, I understand it. I understand it.
I did my best, but who am I?
You guys have done your great work of being here on this show and back in plays and also trying to help.
Tried to.
But yeah, that was my look when I was starting reading his stat line, and I'm like, no, and there goes my next first take appearance.
Yeah,
that's the look I had right there. Maybe I can mimic it.
Oh no.
Even when you lose, I win.
No.
Not in this case, though, Mike.
And then how about Marcus Mariota, everybody?
Man, showing that Heisman flashes right there.
Revenge game.
Come on.
He was on the Raiders.
I know. By the way, there's a ton of ties there yesterday. Marcus Mariota is there, okay? And the guy who won a national championship is up in the booth coordinating the offense for the Raiders, right? There's Pete Carroll, and there's Bobby Wagner living in Pete Carroll's offensive backfield.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was everywhere.
There's Dan Quinn, who was the defensive coordinator for those back-to-back NFC champion Seattle Seahawks. There are a lot of ties, except on the scoreboard. This thing was a washout. And Mariota got it done. So if Jaden Daniels is going to be out for just one game, check the box. The Washington Commanders getting it done. And Mariota getting it done for Dan Quinn, who, by the way, took one in the chops.
Dude,
look at him bleeding from the bridge of his nose.
That was scary when it happened, man. Because his head whipped off the ground like that.
I know.
Oh, Mariota trucked him.
Reminded me of, I forget the name of that. The assistant coach for the Packers that one year. He took one. He went down. It looked pretty terrible.
Yeah.
But Jeremy McNichols, who I think was also a child star in Eight Is Enough. So it sounds like.
Oh, Christy McNichols.
I have no idea. Just sounds like Jeremy McNichols. Wasn't he a Bradford kid living in Sacramento in the 80s?
Okay. He could have been just the 10 of us, too.
Just the 10 of us. Great show.
Hey, man, he scored the longest rushing touchdown in the NFL this year. He had a 60-yarder.
Ooh.
Chris Rodriguez led Washington with 11 carries.
That's the start.
Bill Krosky.
Krosky.
Damn glad to meet you.
Got in the end zone.
He did get in the end zone, too. 170 rush yards in the first half of Week 3. The Raiders' defense, oy. It's the only word you could say for that.
Can we all say that word?
No, you sure you can.
Okay. Oy.
Oy.
And the Commanders are 2-1, right? That's a good one. They're in second place, just one game behind the Eagles. Just keep on lingering there. Just keep on doing it.
Doing it well.
Nice backup quarterback spot there. And then there's Mac Jones, everybody.
Mac 10.
Who?
Mac Jones, baby Mac Jones.
Thank you.
Dude, how about Mac Jones?
All he does is win.
No matter what.
Mac freaking Jones, man.
Should have kept him, Bruckman.
Stop it.
That was bad.
That was over. I saw it myself. I called it.
It was rough.
I called it in Germany, man. If Belichick could have left Mac Jones in Germany, I think he would have.
Should have left Bill in Germany.
Oh my God! Look at you talking that way. But it's just it's just the third 3-0 start for the Niners this century.
Really?
Yep. The last time were 2019 and 2023, and those were their Super Bowl seasons. How about Eddie Pinheiro? He's kicking field goals. Jake Moody, see you later. Eddie Pinheiro, everybody.
Eddie P.
Yeah, McCaffrey keeps doing his thing.
He keeps doing his thing.
Yeah,
Ricky Pearsall, 8 catches,
Pearsall.
117 yards. Mac Jones is finding receivers.
Beast.
Problem is Nick Bosa. We're trying to find out how bad his knee injury is there. But Mac Jones, 21 of 25, 174 pass yards and 1 pass touchdown on throws under 10 air yards. He was dinking and dunking. It just doesn't matter. He did throw a terrible pick. It looked bad. But Mac, when the Niners needed it, 63-yard game-winning drive with under 2 minutes to go. And the Niners are 3-0. That's what you need. You need your backup quarterback to win you some games. The problem is for the Bengals is they need their backup quarterback to win a season. Can Jake Browning do that? We shall see. We shall see. But if Brock Purdy's coming back, Niners have the 2-1 Jaguars in their house next week before they come down to the Rams' house to kick off Week 5 on a Thursday night. They're 3-0. They're in front of the Seattle Seahawks. They're in front of the Rams now. And everyone's just going to be like, yeah, so what? So what? So what? Who did you beat? What are you doing? Can you keep it up? Guess what? Purdy's coming back. Kittle's going to walk through that door. At some point, Ayuk, we're assuming, is going to walk through that door. They're going to start getting healthier. If Nick Bosa is not out for the foreseeable future, maybe, just maybe, the back end of that schedule, home for Carolina, at Cleveland, which we know is not going to be anything easy, home for Tennessee. Remember we were wondering that Monday night game at Indianapolis? That's going to be something that's winnable. Maybe not anymore. We'll see how the back end looks. But Mac Jones, Mariota, Wentz doing exactly what you needed him to do, and Tyrod Taylor almost did for the Jets. Backup quarterbacks. It's almost as in fashion as blocking field goals. Of which, by the way, 7 blocked kicks on Sunday. Tied for the second most blocked kicks, punts, extra points, and field goals. There are 5 blocked field goals yesterday in the history of the NFL in just one single day. Backup quarterbacks and block kicks. Not exactly what the NFL's trying to sell. But
could have been better.
In this day and age where we're watching for fantasy purposes or for your purposes, something where American dollars are on the line.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, Scott Hansen texted me during the commercial break. What's up, Scott?
Oh, he's
You're out there watching?
What's up, Scott?
He did, in fact, confirm Jordan Davis blocked the field goal before Will McDonald IV did. Jordan Davis was first. Wildest witching hour in some time is what Scott called it. There you go. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.